Right, what's good, my people? It's your boy Daniel Fex here. Welcome back to the channel. It's another bootcamp episode. This is episode 14, maybe 13, maybe 15. I'm not entirely sure. But if you made it this far, congratulations. I hope you've learned a lot up until this point. This arguably might be the most important lesson or the most important video that you watch. So I highly recommend watch this right up until the end. Not just because I need the YouTube watch hours, but genuinely because this is a super, super important concept. And without this, nothing else matters. Like literally, without the discipline, without the ability to actually follow what you say you're gonna do, nothing's gonna work out for you. Now, just before we actually get into the video, I know I'm not currently looking at the camera. The camera's actually over here, and I could turn my head, but it's just long, and I want to look at the screen that I'm recording on. So I actually make sure I'm recording before I do a whole 30-minute rant, and I find out that I'm not recording because that's happened to me like 2 times already. Also, right here, you can see on the chart, it's currently New York session open. Well, it's actually an hour into New York open. So I may get distracted mid-video and start trading, and we might turn it into a live trading video. It depends. I'm currently looking for price to form a little bit of structure around here, maybe create a low and then break it. And then I'm looking to take a potential short continuation. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Today's video is all about sticking to your word and actually building discipline in your trading. Now, why do you think it is that large majority of traders have a trading plan? They know what they're meant to do. They know they're not meant to revenge trade. They know they're not meant to over leverage. They know they're not meant to be emotional. They know all of these things. But when it comes to a live market and when it comes to the moment, they just can't seem to remain disciplined and they end up breaking their trading plan. They end up doing some dumb shit because in the moment it just slips their mind and they end up doing it. Furthermore, a lot of people are actually conscious of the mistakes they're making as they're making it. I was literally speaking to a trader about this the other day, but he was telling me like, yo, bro, I ended up revenge trading. And as I was revenge trading, I was thinking in my head, I shouldn't be revenge trading, but I couldn't stop myself revenge trading. Do you know what that is? That's simply a lack of discipline. Now, I know it's a super broad, general, generic statement to be making discipline, discipline, discipline. How do you actually build discipline in your trading? How do you actually get better as a trader and start sticking to your word? Well, it's a very, very simple and easy equation, and it's called just sticking to your word. And that goes for outside of trading primarily. Now, bear in mind, as a trader, and I know your whole life might just be charts and whatnot, but you probably spend a lot of time doing stuff that is not necessarily trading related. You need to understand that your thoughts and your mind and your day-to-day activities have a lot of influence over who you're going to be as a person and what your day-to-day kind of thought process is, what your discipline is, what your just whole mindset in life, generally speaking, is. So what I mean by this is if you're someone who commonly breaks your own word, and what I mean by that is you say something in your head or you have a thought that I'm going to do this, or you set out a task that I'm going to do that, or whatever the case may be. It could be gym, it could be talking to a girl, it could be doing your homework, it could be studying, it could be whatever it is. But when you say you're going to do something and then you don't go ahead and do it, you're programming your brain, you're programming yourself to believe that, yo, I am a liar. I do not do the things that I say I'm going to do. That's simply all it is. It doesn't matter how small the task is. Even if you say you're going to go downstairs and grab a bottle of water and you don't go downstairs and grab a bottle of water, you're subconsciously telling yourself that I chat shit. That is it. You're just lying to yourself. Now, let me give you an example. Let me give you a metaphor. Let's say me and you are best friends, yeah? And we're like, yo, bro, we're going to start hitting the gym every day. We're going to meet up at this spot, 5 a.m., and we're going to hit the gym. Now, on day number 1, you get to the spot, you call me, you're like, Daniel, where you at? I don't answer. I'll bail you later on. I'm like, bro, I was asleep. You're like, whatever. Okay, cool. He flopped it one day. We'll come back tomorrow. Same thing again tomorrow. You call me up. You're at the spot, 5 a.m. Daniel, where you at? I'm not here. We do that 5 days in a row. On the 6th day, are you going to call me up and be like, where you at? Probably not. You're going to be like, mate, this guy's a liar. He doesn't do what he says he's going to do. I don't believe him. You're going to break the trust. Or I'm going to break the trust, rather. You're no longer going to trust me to do what I said I was going to do because I've previously broken my word so many times. That's exactly what it is for your brain and your trading. When you constantly say you're going to do shit and you don't go ahead and do it, then you come into a live market and you have a trading plan and you have a list of rules that say you can't over leverage, you can't risk more than X amount of percent, you can't enter multiple trades. And then you're in the moment and you have an emotional reaction from the chart, which is natural. You're going to then be in a spot in a decisive manner where you can be like, yo, cool. Am I going to trust my trading plan? Am I going to stick to it? Or am I just going to go against it? And when you have a history of just going against what you were previously going to do, it's no wonder that you end up breaking your trading plan. Do you see how this all kind of links in together? And it's not even necessarily just about your trading, but it's what you do outside of your trading. Now, it always baffles me when I meet a trader who's unprofitable and I ask them, like, bro, what are you doing outside of your trading to make you more profitable? And they're like, yo, nothing. I'm back testing. Like, fair enough. That makes sense in the trading context, but you need to be on top of your shit, especially as a profitable trader or as a aspiring profitable trader. You need to make sure that every aspect of your life outside of trading is on point. Now, I know it's super generic, but I'm talking about hitting the gym. I'm talking about reading. I'm talking about keeping your mindset right, your mental. I'm talking about taking care of yourself. I'm talking about just excelling outside of trading. Because very rarely, and bear in mind, I know a lot of 7 or 8 figure traders, and I can guarantee you every one of those traders hits the gym. Majority of them maybe take consistent cold showers. Majority of them read. Again, it varies from person to person. Everyone's going to have a slightly different method of building discipline, but like 99.9% of them all hit the gym. So that's one thing I'd highly recommend. If you're not doing that, start doing it. Not just for your mind, not just for your mental, but again, coming back to what I was saying previously, it's a daily action that you can take, that you can be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna hit the gym today, and then you follow through and actually go and hit the gym. Same thing goes for reading. Same thing goes for like meditation. Same thing goes for like studying. Same thing goes for backtesting. Regardless of what you say you're gonna do, the main thing is you actually do it. You need to start getting into the habit of having a thought, and when you have the thought, you execute and you go ahead and do it. And again, no one can make you do this. It's ultimately going to be you. I can't sit there and read your mind and be like, yo, this guy thought of doing X, Y, and Z and then make you go and do it. You have to be the person to do it, because ultimately, when you're sitting there and it's just you and the markets, no one's going to prevent you from doing the dumb shit. Only you can prevent you doing the dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Let's get take a little sip of some water, mate. But on the real, if you're struggling with discipline right now, I strongly encourage you to look outside your trading. I know, again, when it comes to trading, a lot of people want to fixate on the charts and on the technicals, or they think it's their strategy, but I promise you, it's probably you. It's probably you outside of your trading, because you probably spend a lot more time not trading than you do trading. You see what I'm saying? So it all kind of links in. You can't expect to be a disciplined beast in the markets, follow your trading plan, be a G when it comes to trading, and then outside of trading, you're a dickhead. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't work, innit? You have to be a G, generally speaking, and that goes into every aspect of your life. I can promise you, as you start to build discipline outside your trading, as you start to be that person and build that character and build that self-talk that, yo, I do exactly what I say I'm going to do, that is going to directly translate into your trading, and you're going to see better results. It's all about what you tell yourself, innit? Again, your brain, as intelligent as we are, we're still very like stupid mammals. We're still very stupid creatures. What you tell yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your words have power over you. And it's the story that you tell yourself is what you end up believing. And even if you're telling yourself, I'm disciplined, I'm disciplined, I'm disciplined, but then your actions don't reflect that because you don't do the shit you say you're going to do, your subconscious reads that, it makes a note, and that's why you're not disciplined in your trading. Now, I'm not going to repeat this point any more times because we've kind of been through it. Right here, US30 seems to be stalling out and accumulating. It is 10 minutes of stock exchange, so we've still got a little bit of time, so I'm going to leave it a little bit. But that is my my main point on discipline as of now. Now, something else I also want to cover in this video is a little bit of greed, a little bit of the greedy mentality. Because again, I've been noticing this a lot recently with some of my students, and it's a weird train of thought, and I kind of get it, but at the same time, doesn't really make sense. And I want to give you guys a little metaphor that really helped me a while ago. I know so many traders are out here trading crazy risk reward ratios. They're targeting a 1-5, a 1-6. And when they're up in profit, like 4 RR, they don't close the position. They don't take partial. They don't do any of this. Now, I'm here to tell you, as someone who actually trades 6-figure funded accounts, 2 things. Number 1 is you would much rather take a smaller risk reward ratio and just secure profit than go 4 or 5 grand into profit and then let a trade reverse on you because you want an additional 1 grand. When you think about it, if you're targeting, let's say, a 1-6, cool, and you're up 5 RR, so you're up 5%, let's say on a 100K account, you're up $5,000. Essentially, what you're doing is you're risking the $5,000 you already have to make an additional $1,000. So do you see how the risk reward ratio within the context of that has changed, and it no longer makes sense for you to risk 5 to make 1? You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not even necessarily talking about your trading plan, because your trading plan may work very well for a super high risk reward ratio, in which case, ignore what I'm saying. But the reason that I primarily trade a 1 to 2, number one, is because it helps with the consistency. I don't trade a 1 to 2 because I don't want to make any more profit. That's not the reason behind it. But it's the 1 to 2s are very, very consistent. If price is going to go in my direction, even a little bit, it'll probably hit the 1 to 2. Furthermore, when you're trading with very large account sizes, when you're trading with 6, maybe even 7 figures in funding, you don't need to be going for a 1 to 5. It's just like, it's stupid, it's silly. There's no need for it. It comes from a greedy mentality of, I want to try and hit a home run. But I promise you, and again, bear in mind, I have a lot of very successful trading friends. The guys who consistently make money and pull money out the market are not the people who are sitting there trying to go for a 1 to 10 and make a crazy payout. But it's the traders that take the 1-2% a week, a month, whatever, and consistently withdraw from the markets. And when you look back at the year, you ask them how much they made, they're up 6 figures, they're up 7 figures, because they consistently took the small little positions, the small little consistent profits, and they exited the market. The reason probably that you're not trading as successfully as you want to be is because you're greedy. You want to hit that home run. You have that vision of hitting a 10K payout within a singular trade, where in actuality, you'd be a lot better off separating that 10K payout that you want to hit into 4 2.5K payouts, for example. That will probably get you there a lot quicker than trying to hit that home run. You see what I'm saying? And again, this comes all back round to the discipline factor. You're only going to be able to understand this and see it from a different perspective once you have that discipline built up and like ingrained in you. Anyways, US30 is melting right here. It looks like we're about to set up in the next 5 minutes. I'm going to end this little bootcamp episode and start my trading and see what we can come up with. Potentially US30 shorts, we'll see. I'm on my phase 2 of another 200K evaluation, so we'll see if we can get that passed today. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, let me know if you guys like the video. All of that. Catch you in the next one.